Hi, this is Jermaine Diaz de Rivera, and I'd like to welcome you to Simply Nature's Success Series. Today we have a very special guest, a person who's not only, not only part of the family, but she has gone through she has handled herself admirably as she was going through an exciting part of her life, and that is that her son is a cancer survivor. So hats off to her. I'd like to welcome here on Simply Nature's Success Series, Sheila. And a lot of you know her already. Sheila, hi.
Hi, Miss Jermaine.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. So, my name is Sheila of Simply Nature. Alright. Hello, and I'm a mother of two. Actually, I'm a mother of two special kids because my eldest, Nina, has a brain tumor, and my youngest, who is Dominic, was also diagnosed with cancer way back 2018 when he was 4.
So let's go before before you had kids. No? What was life like then?
Yeah, I used to work in a BPO company
Okay.
for almost 9 years actually before
Yeah.
before I resigned. I enjoy my life when I was single back then. But I knew that back then I was really, really strong. I didn't have any illness or experiencing any illness that time. And I was also quite conscious about my health as well because I used to work on a night shift for more than 3 years as well. So, that was...
And then you got married, and then you decided to have a family of your own, so you had kids, until finally one time you discovered that. Which of your kids first did you discover
It
first?
was Nina. Actually, it was quite really devastating because we were just married for over a year that time when Nina was diagnosed. And we didn't know what to do back then. She was just 3 months old that time, and we were encouraged to go for chemotherapy as well. But since Nina had a benign tumor that time, we said no to the chemotherapy and opt to take alternative
So this
route
is for Nina.
That was for Nina. And when I had Dominic, since I have Nina, when I had Dominic and I knew that I was pregnant with Dominic, it was like an answered prayer. Kasi he was like a balanced factor, balancing factor to all that we have been through. All right. And but then with Nina naman kasi we tried to be positive pa rin naman back then. So but when Dominic came to our lives, like I said, it was like an answered prayer. And
then when did you find out that he also had cancer?
we found out Dominic's condition when he was 4 years old. That time around June of 2018, he had an on and off colds. So, nagpa-check up kami sa mga ENTs. He was always given antibiotics kasi hindi nawawala yung sipon niya. So that was June, July, August, and then September. Around September na notice namin nag-nosebleed siya.
4 months?
Yes, around 4 months. And then, we didn't suspected any pa kasi sabi sa amin baka allergic rhinitis. And I just found out then na mayroon pala tinatawag na allergic rhinitis nga. Possible pala yun. Kasi I myself, I have that. So, around September yun nosebleed nga po siya. Pinasilip sa surgeon na, ENT surgeon na yung nose niya. And then that's when we found out na may bukol pala. So, right there and then, around September as well, nag-undergo siya ng biopsy to see kung anong klaseng bukol yung meron and all. So, we were very shocked kasi with Dominic, it was a malignant one. And it was very aggressive. Just in a matter of few weeks, pansin namin lumaki na yung dito niya, yung nodule niya dito sa leeg. Tapos hirap na din talaga siya huminga and tremendous talaga yung pag-lose ng weight niya.
How big was the nodule dito?
It was very visible,
Okay.
evident din sa it was very evident here and it was starting to grow here as
there,
well. So our doctors in PJH encourage us to start off with the chemo na po. And I was thinking twice kasi I knew that with Nina kasi was benign. So we had the luxury to look for other alternatives, look for other options. But with Dominic, we didn't have that. So I ran to Doc Medi Edudolion of HICC, who also happened to be a doctor of Nina as well. And I was asking her, is there an option? Is there a way for Dominic not to undergo chemo? But when I went to Doc Medi, she actually is the one who begged me to go for the chemo because of
the speed.
Yes, the aggressiveness and the malignancy. Initially, it was said to be stage 3 because it didn't involve the brain. But since it has metastasis on the neck and some nodules on the tummy, it was said to be stage 4 na nga. So, we started the chemo around November, first week ng November po.
So how long was that from the first time you discovered that Dominic had cancer to this time that you got to speak with Doc Medi?
Around few weeks po. Yes, parang over a month din siya kasi he was diagnosed September 2018. Nalagyan siya ng trach pa dito sa leeg ng around October. And then we got to talk to Doc Medi mga last week ng October na. And one thing that I cannot forget about what Doc Medi said was not to go for chemotherapy, but not for chemotherapy alone.
Okay.
She clearly said that we have to go for it with something that can barricade the side effects, strong enough to barricade the side effects of chemo, which is PPARs.
So this is how you got introduced to PPARs?
Yes.
Okay. So it was recommended by your doctor?
Yes.
Okay. And then, so what was the treatment like when you took Dominic for chemo, and how often did you take the PPARs? What was the sequence and dosage?
The first time that I went to the Simply Nature, I really actually learned a lot. Kasi with Simply Nature, I have learned not to only to look at the treatment. They taught me to look beyond it, beyond chemotherapy, beyond radiation. Kasi we started the PPARs a day before nung chemo ni Dominic. And then continuously we were on PPARs liquid extract. Okay, we are very, very thankful to our friends who generously helped us with the Simply Nature PPARs.
So, how much you just took, was this the liquid?
That's right, ma'am.
The liquid?
Yes.
So, and you gave it to him every time, a day before he went to chemo?
Yes, first time, that was the day before the chemo, and also 15 to 20 tablets per day. So, Sweet Dominic naman, medyo cooperative siya.
Si Dominic.
Yes. He has the willingness talaga to be well.
Okay, good. So, so now he went through treatment. How many chemotherapy sessions was that?
Around 30. That's
30.
Yes, a combination of confinements and push, or outpatient lang na administration ng chemo.
Okay.
So, plus the 42 days ng radiation in the middle.
So that must have been, how did he react to chemo?
Initially, I think his body was a bit surprised with the chemo because there were in the first few sessions, like 3 sessions, I did see or saw some side effects on him. Medyo nag-weaken yung body niya and medyo tulog-tulog siya ng kaunti. But what I was surprised is that after 3 sessions, it was also another confinement eh. So I was expecting, may tabo pa nga akong dala. Kasi alam ko, baka sumuka or ano. Na-surprise kasi na kami na during that time, walang suka. And then, gising
This is
siya.
on the third one?
Yes,
Okay.
on the third session niya na naka-confine po siya. Yung time na yun, we were expecting kasi nakaswero siya ng chemo niya. We had a TV kasi kahit nasa ward lang kami. So may TV doon, he's watching Provinciano that time. Okay, very...
He knows the popular show.
Yes, very fond of it po. So I noticed that he was awake, kaupo, nanonood.
He wasn't, let's say, complaining, no discomfort.
Yes.
Fantastic. So that means his body was able to
Cope
cope with the chemotherapy.
Yes.
Which is, basically, those people who don't know what chemotherapy is, it's like poison. You're bringing in poison into your body to kill the cancer cell.
That's right.
So how long, so that's 30 plus times. So how, in terms of calendar days, how many days did that
We started first week of November 2018 and we finished his chemo first week of September 2019.
year?
Thank you, Lord. Yes.
1 year.
Wow, almost 1 year.
And that, 30. So if you go how many times a month?
Then every 21 days we are confined, and then every week we get to go to the hospital for the push for the outpatient chemo.
Just think of it. And the kid is
4 years old. That time.
And after, right now, what's his condition?
He's on surveillance. We need 5 years, alright, to be said as totally super cleared from it. But then we just had a CT scan last December 28, 2020. Okay, and it was no evidence of recurrence. Thank you, Lord.
Yes. And this is his first year, second year?
On his way to second year this September. Yes, thank you, Lord. And very, very grateful.
Yeah.
To God and to all the people around us who pray.
Three na lang, and then we're...
Yes! We are very vigilant pa rin po.
Yeah.
In fact, in terms of PPARs po, he's on powder right now and still with tablets pa rin.
Okay. Now, what type of lifestyle have you done to make it, apart from giving the PPARs? What is the lifestyle na you observe for him or you plan out for him so that he continues on his health journey?
Ever since he was diagnosed po, we cut back na on the meat. Parang gradually we took it off. Tapos, until na medyo may minimal pa siyang eggs. Tsaka we are in transition to plant-based milk, like yung almond milk and yung soya milk and oat milk.
Okay.
So, and I'm really learning a lot until now. Even until now that he's on his way to second year remission, I'm still learning a lot of things in terms of what to do with his lifestyle, with what to do with his food, diet. So as much as we apply it to him so that we can continue on smoothly on our remission journey.
And he's active.
Very, very active. Very active.
Okay.
Sobrang, and smart.
And smart?
Surprisingly.
Surprising. Nagmana.
Oh, thank you.
Pero, what do you mean he's active? So, what is he involved in sports? Is he running, biking?
Very playful.
Okay.
And just share ko lang yung in their school they have to like storytelling.
Yeah.
So he actually won just recently. So salamat sa Diyos. Very active naman.
Nice. So his diet is watched. He does have exercise. And he is fully integrated into his school.
Yes,
It's not like he's not isolated. So
kasi yung chemo days niya, we really stopped schooling. But we homeschooled him last year to prepare him for this year. But then COVID happened. So when we enrolled him nga, so thankfully it was online only.
Okay.
Very active.
For our last question, parang hot seat. Okay. Now, for me, you've done a fantastic job. And then the other thing is success story, right? God has blessed you. He's a nice, healthy son. Now, what would you like to share with us to encourage anyone who might be going through the same situation as you've been through, or you've gone through?
First thing is to hold on to your faith. It may be, most especially to those who just recently diagnosed, it's really, really devastating. Na you are at the point that you feel that it's like a dead end, but it's not. Talk to someone. Like I said, hold on to your faith. Pray for what's best, and you will be led to an amazing journey, like we did. And we were led to Simply Nature PPARS. I'm very, very thankful to them. Very, very, very thankful and grateful.
Huwag ka nang iiyak. Maiiyak rin ako.
Kasi ako, iba talaga yung pinagdaanan kasi ni Dominic. And sabi ko nga, until now, I am very overwhelmed with gratitude to Simply Nature PPARS for doing a great job in helping my son fight cancer. I'm very thankful. So there's really hope. Don't lose hope. Pray to God. And help is just right here.
Well, there's nothing else that I can add to that. But where's Dominic?
Oh, let me just call him. Anak!
He's very active. He's very, very
Come.
energetic. Yes.
Yay!
And he's very, very charming.
Yay! Hello.
Okay.
Say hello. Say hello.
Say hello.
Hello po. Hello po. Andito ka. Hello.
Okay. For Dominic, I have a question for you. You answer, ha? Sasagot ka? Oo?
Apa.
Ayun. O, sige. Ano bang gustong-gusto mong gawin araw-araw?
Gusto ko pa maglinis. Gusto ko pa mag-work. Tsaka po din, minsan po din may meeting po kami din. Pero pa din pa, gusto ko din i-protect si Ate Nina. Tsaka inaalis ko din yung problema ni Ate Nina kung anong gumagapang lang sa kanya.
You love Nina?
Yeah.
Very, very much?
Yes.
How big do you love Nina? Like this?
Yeah.
Or like this?
Nope.
Nope. This one?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Do you like playing sports?
I like to play soccer with my cousin. Weekends. Kikik ng
Sipa.
Ikaso din lumulusot din dito eh.
Lumulusot. Pero enjoy ka.
Apa.
Oh, sige. Give me a bump. F-cat. Okay.
I love Simply Nature.
No. Okay.
Bye everyone.
Na.
Tsama po pa sa inyo.
We owe you another interview after 3 years.
Oh, I would love to.
And we are going to celebrate
We will.
that he will be declared clean of cancer.
Yes.
And Sheila, for your inspiring story, thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you, Ma'am Jamay. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank everybody who prayed for my son, who are praying for my kids, and of course, thank you to Simply Nature. Hi, my name is Sheila, and this is my son Dominic, who was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma and is now cleared from cancer.
I trust Simply Nature.
Hi, this is Jermaine Diaz de Rivera, and I'd just like to take just a few minutes right now because I was so inspired by the story of Dominic. That he, at such a young age, he was able actually to muster enough spirit in him to go through the chemotherapy. And he is 2 years cancer-free. We're waiting for 3 more years clearance from his doctors, and that would mean that he would be a real cancer survivor. And we would like to share with you the treatment that he has done or the supplements that he has taken in while he was taking or while he was going through chemotherapy, so that he could have enough strength and his body can actually take full advantage of the chemo treatment that he was going through. Despite his very young age, he was able to accomplish or go through a lot of chemotherapy, which I myself, I know a lot of people are challenged when they go through chemotherapy. Completing chemotherapy is actually one of the challenges of all those people going or who have cancer. Now, here's the treatment that Dominic, who was then 4 years old, took advantage of. Number one is when he started, he did the PPARS liquid. This is high dose PPARS. And what he would do is every time before sleeping, his mom, Sheila, would take 1 container of PPARS liquid and Dominic would drink it. So if you would like to take advantage of it, go to our website. I'll give you our website later on. Now, in partnership with, while he was taking this before he went to bed, he also took an hour before his meals, 5 PPARS tablets. So in the morning, 5 PPARS tablets. In the afternoon, an hour before lunch, he'd take another 5 PPARS tablets. And in the evening, for dinner, an hour before dinner, he would take another 5 PPARS tablets. After which, so he'd prepare for bed or do whatever he needed to do. And before going to sleep, that is when he would take this high-dose PPAR liquid. The reason it was taken at night is it is usually at night, during the evening, that the body goes through, is able to rest and able to regenerate, re-energize itself. And the cells in our body would actually need or make use of a lot of the PPARs that we take in to actually become well again, to be stronger, to revitalize, so that when Dominic wake up in the morning, he would feel much better and his cells and his body would have been able to take advantage of all the nutrients and rest properly. Now, that he is in the recovery stage or after the chemotherapy, he is now taking PPARS in powder format. So it comes in this beautiful jar, and then he takes in, there's a little spoon here, and he scoops the PPARS powder and puts it sublingually underneath his tongue. 1 scoop at night before going to bed. It's also a concentrated form of PPARS, which is also high dose. But the volume you take here is not as the volume that you take in the PPARS liquid. Here you take 1 container high dose of PPARS liquid. But now that he's done with the chemotherapy, he is taking the powder format, powdered form, PPARS, underneath the tongue or sublingually. And he's doing the same thing as taking PPARS tablets in an hour before each meal. So right now, he's done with the chemotherapy, all the treatments. So in the morning when he wakes up, he takes 5 tablets of this an hour before breakfast. And then he goes out, he does his lunch, and then he takes another 5 of this before lunch at around 11 o'clock, and then after he takes lunch. In the evening, he takes another 5. Let's say if he has dinner at 6 o'clock. So he takes 5 tablets at 5 in the afternoon and then enjoys dinner at 6. And then, again, he goes back to taking PPARS powder in the evening just before bed. So that is the protocol that is very effective for people going through chemotherapy. So if you have friends, relatives, or loved ones who are going through chemotherapy or who have cancer, or another case, you would like to actually try any of these protocols, kindly go to www.SimplyNature.Asia. Again, that's www.SimplyNature.Asia. And I'm sure you can go to the shop, the icon or the shop tab, and you will see all the different products of Simply Nature. Specifically, you will get the liquid and or else the powder together with the PPARS tablet. Now, if you're going through, just to give you an idea, because we're very selective and we choose only the best products here at Simply Nature, we just have a few more other products that you might be interested in. Not specifically for cancer, but just to see to it that you have your resistance is high and that you are able to enjoy a happy, healthy life. So if that's the case, here it is. We have what we call the PPARS gel. And this is another form of PPARS. It has it's higher dose volume. The volume of this is more than you would get in the PPARS tablet. So it's soft gel. It comes in this format in foil. When you open it, you will see a banig. One banig of 10 capsules. So that's the other PPARS, and this is very good for people with diabetes. This PPARS soft gel, which is usually matched up with the PPARS powder. But that's another topic for another day. That's for diabetes. Now, if you're just a regular person on the street and you just want to clean your colon and see to it that you do your business properly, so here it is. You can have Cleansing Plus. Take it in the evening or late in the afternoon, and for sure before you wake up in them or before you have to be at work or before you have to go out to do your errands, you'd have enough time to do your business at home in the comfort of your own home, okay? And this is the secret. I know it's past Valentine, but a lot of us still value how we look. And I have to warn you, not just because you meet virtually nowadays means that you can let go of how you look. Big mistake. Sometimes the camera can be actually more brutal or more unforgiving than the bare naked eye. A lot of times, the camera can see all the wrinkles, you can see all the pores. So if you have a pimple 2 or 3 here on your face, or you have a scar somewhere, or if you have rashes in your hands, they most probably will be picked up. And if the screen of your TV or your screen of your computer is big, so your small hand might actually be as small as, depending on how big your screen is. So, to be kind to the people who are going to watch you virtually, and to be kind to yourself and your reputation. You might like also to this is the youngest, this is the bunso of the Simply Nature products, just launched this year, January, February, So here it is, it's the 80 Pro. And this is actually applied, it's an antibacterial serum, which is placed lightly on top of the infected or affected area of your skin. So if you have a pimple, get a thin dab after you wash your face and put it over. And you can put your makeup on it, that's fine. So you put a little layer thin. You don't have to have, because you don't like thick stuff on your skin also, no? It's uncomfortable and it looks messy. So you put a thin layer also if you have psoriasis or emphysema in any part of your elbow. I know some people have it in their hands, they have it in their elbows, sometimes they have it in their scalp. So you can use this. And this is 100% natural. So if you're mummies or if you have children and you love to cuddle up with your kids when you're home, and especially now some of us are still practicing quarantine, you can get this. And if your children touches your face or the affected area by mistake or intentionally, and they by any reason touch their eyes, or kids, especially the very young ones, they put their fingers in their mouth, it is safe. It is 100% natural and safe. So you don't have to worry about any allergic reaction. Again, you can get information and you can get access to any of the Simply Nature products here at www.simplynature.asia. And if you'd like any information via video, watch the data or watch the videos that we have regarding our products and chit-chats with our different doctors and researchers, you can get it at YouTube Simply Nature. And we'd encourage everyone to actually register and like Simply Nature International on Facebook. And if you're an Instagrammer, try this out. This is Simply Nature Inc. This is Simply Nature Inc. at Instagram. So with that, again, I would like to thank Sheila. Sheila, very inspiring story. And Dominic, our love to you. We're praying, we continue to pray and look forward to actually celebrating 5 years of being cancer-free. That would mean we can celebrate. That means victory. So with that, all have a very good day, and I hope to see you soon on any of our social media. Love you all.